Hello everybody, this is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Here's my logo. And I haven't been on for a good 2 weeks. The first week was because I was sick, I had a flu. Second week was because it was Christmas and my daughter was home and we were just so busy. So now I'm going to try and get back in the swing of things. Let's see how it works. So this is for the 3rd of third of January 2024. I have to get used to that all over again. Okay, so what's happening for the 3rd of January? It looks pretty good actually. It's entertaining. And first of all, how are the energies? We'll find out. So the first card is the Five of Swords. And I've always read the Five of Swords as having the tools because you've worked through hard times. And it's almost to the place, not quite, but almost to the place where you're going to have a solid land underneath your feet. But you've learned to move. You move with the water. You've learned to stand on your own. When you're on a boat, the waves go up and down, and you kind of automatically learn to adjust to move. So your knee bends, and the other one goes straight, etc., etc. So you've learned how to ride the waves of the ups and downs of it's been a crap show, right? So we have learned to live the ups and downs of the crap show. We've got tools along the way. We can or we can't, you don't have to, but we can help others who haven't figured it out yet. That is an option. But that is the first card. It's saying we have developed tools to deal with the situation. And the next one is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, well, it's very hard to say that's a good card because it's not. It's a card where you're left alone to deal with your own aches and pains. But why it's there, well, next to a card where we've got the tools. Part of the tools, you learn to reach out to help and ask for support when it's more than you can handle. And that is a good choice. Always a good choice to be able to reach out and not feel alone. Part of the reason is as we shift vibrations, we're moving to a higher vibration. In the higher vibration, we're moving from the I to the we. And what do I mean by that? In the third dimension energy, it's all about me. I'm the center of the tension of my own world. And if you put your energy out and your others have a center of attention, quite often, unless it's your little kids, quite often it's because you don't feel good enough about yourself. So again, this is coming back to I can handle the situation. I can reach out for help. And I have people who will support me. It is a card of, in the past I have felt alone, but now I don't have to be alone. I can choose to be alone, but that's a lower vibration, or I can choose to be a higher vibration. I recommend higher vibration. And then they get the Hangman, which is a major arcana, so it's important. And the major arcana, when I look at it, the first thing I felt was be patient, which means even though life is going to move at a rapid pace in the next few weeks, next few months, the whole year is going to go in a blink, don't get caught up in the speed. Take your time to be centered. Take your time to allow all that energy to move like crazy behind you, in front of you, around you. But be the eye of the storm. Don't be pushed around by the gale winds or that, because they're going to be gale winds. It's just, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. We have not got out of the tempest yet. 2025 will be a year when we move closer to being sovereign, but we're still in the process of becoming sovereign. And being sovereign and being part of a group is not different. We've always from the beginning of time, from the beginning of, I have no idea what the beginning is, but when God, the universe, Allah, whomever, first came into existence, we've never been separate. We only think of ourselves as separate. So so being sovereign is still part of our way of thinking. Maybe in 10 generations or 5 generations, we will not think of ourselves as sovereign. But that won't happen until we regain our telepathic abilities, so that's how we communicate. We have our telepathic communications already, promise you, because I noticed, well, my daughter and I have always talked in sync, but I do that with more and more people. And I'll start to say something, and they say, oh, I was just thinking that, or vice versa. So our telepathy is coming online, which will make it easier for us to understand people. It doesn't make relationships easier, because we still want to be sovereign. We still want to be our own people. And it's a little scary for people who are not used to it. When you get used to it, you'll love it. All right. So it is time for a change. And we know that. And we know the last 3 years, well, I'm going back to the 70s, or maybe the turn of the first 1800s to the 1900s. Things have been moving forward into a change. So we're moving into a change, and it's time. We've done well. It's time to move on. Allow that to happen. And I'm going to quickly do this because I've talked so much. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is, if you work together, and it's a horse and rider, work together, they are in the winner's circle. That's why we are learning to work together, individually together. And there's nothing wrong with being sovereign as long as we're in the situation we're in. And the next one is the Fool. We're moving into a brand new life. And we're just putting our toes in it right now, I suspect. Because 10 years from now, 15 years from now, we'll look back and go, wow, what a weird time that was. And rightly so, because it is a very strange time we're in. But I'm going to call it now, because, okay, let me finish the Fool. The Fool is new beginnings. Anything is possible. So if you know of Dolores Cannon, some of the people are going to stay on old Earth, and the rest of us are going to move into the new future. I suspect it's about 30% of the people will stay behind, because they want to learn the lessons that are going to be evolving from that timeline. The rest of us are going to move into new timelines that are new and exciting, and there's more joy in it. And that's the byword for this year, joy. Go for joy. Go for entertainment. Love yourself. Have fun. Not at other people's expense, just for yourself. All right, 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is being on cloud 9, being joyful, but it's also the wish card. Have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. And enjoy yourself with things that don't hurt other people, right? And that's vitally important. But have fun. Namaste, namasko. I love you, and you I do love. Bye. If I can get out of here.